that. And honestly, I don't care. I'm not a fan of Kendrick or Drake, but the way Drake lost in embarrassing fashion was definitely orchestrated by UMG. Now, if you're wondering why would UMG turn on Drake if he's their biggest artist, I'll tell you exactly why. See, right now, Drake is actually at the end of his record deal with UMG. He re-signed a few years back and has pretty much completed the terms of his deal, meaning that UMG was going to have to offer Drake a new deal, and they were negotiating. Now, it's alleged that UMG offered Drake a new deal worth an amount that Drake wasn't happy with. Drake wanted more money from the label and felt that he deserved way more than what they were offering. Since Drake was such a big artist who made so much money, he wanted a bigger deal worth more than UMG was willing to pay. The label wasn't having it, but they didn't want to lose the biggest artist in the world, so they came up with a plan. Now, since Drake didn't want to sign for the amount they wanted to give him, they came up with a plan to lower his value by removing his power in music and transferring it to another artist they own. They did this by staging the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. By rigging the beef in Kendrick's favor, they transferred Drake's power to Kendrick. Kendrick beat Drake, so naturally people will see Kendrick as the new king of hip-hop. With Kendrick calling Drake a PDF file, it further destroyed his reputation, which also lowered his value. They lowered Drake's value by destroying his reputation. Now, Drake was forced to make a move. Now either he signs with UMG for whatever they offer him, or he can kick rocks, because the labels already gave his power to Kendrick. Kendrick is locked into a label deal with UMG for many years. They gave Drake's power to Kendrick because they're going to profit from Kendrick. That's why Kendrick is getting the Super Bowl and so much attention all of a sudden. They're making Kendrick the next top guy in hip-hop. This is truly a mastermind plan. Essentially, they weren't going to let Drake leave being the #1 artist in hip-hop. Either Drake signs to them for whatever they're offering, or he leaves with his legacy tarnished, being replaced by Kendrick. This shows that UMG was behind the beef the entire time. Not only did they make millions from both artists while they were beefing, but they also devalued Drake, trying to force him to sign a deal worth less than he wanted. They removed all Drake's leverage and made him the joke of the year. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe Drake is a PDF file and a creep. I believe Drake is getting what he deserves for selling out to begin with. And Drake also took advantage of the same rigged system to make it to the very position that he's in. So he is no saint, nor is he innocent. But what he's bringing up about the record labels is very important. Drake is willing to crash out to stand up to the labels. He is willing to lose it all in order to call them out for their disturbing practices. Who's to say that Kendrick won't face the exact same betrayal once UMG is done with him? These labels are using these artists like puppets. They use them to push agendas and pimp them out like slaves. I honestly don't care about the beef itself. I knew it was staged from day one, but now I see another reason why it was staged the way it was.